Hey, so I just realized, who are these people?
Who are these people?
What are they?
These are like the juggling things.
Juggling with faces.
And
Daruma.
Darumas.
And which? Daruma?
Daruma.
Various color.
This is
what does it say?
Kane,
Kane?
which is
Kane.
money. What's
Yes.
it? Fuku is luck.
Okay.
And then what's this one? Hisho?
Hisho?
Is like what?
It's like, let's win.
Let's
must
win, yeah.
Victory.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
It's very like
Good.
end of the year kind of mode.
Yeah. Good luck, little Daruma charms.
Yeah.
Huh. Cute. So you know what I'm thinking is,
Okay.
I'm thinking of dividing this channel into just an entirely English channel, because this is in one of my Japanese English combined channel, right?
Okay.
Right now.
Well, yeah, you only had one channel.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And so it gets mixed up, and
Okay.
I was thinking maybe I should just make this completely English. So I might make a sub-channel or something entirely in English, which only has this. So
This program or all your English content?
oh yeah, maybe my English content.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll probably do that sometime in the near future.
Okay, so if you do that, you have to like make sure everyone understands where to go.
Yeah.
Because it'll be
Because
confusing.
we're gonna begin from zero.
Okay.
So
Cool.
But one of the great things recently is that I've been receiving some comments, and in one of the comments there was a request for a story.
Oh.
So I'll answer that request this time.
Oh.
And the request was for a story called Tenshiki. Yeah, it's one of the most often performed rakugo stories by myself, and I'm sure you've
remember it,
heard
yes.
that story a couple of times.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
It's a cute story, you know. It's a simple story, and deals with people's trying to pretend to know things that you really don't, you know. And that's common with that's universal. People try to
Yes.
show off.
They pretend they know. Like I'm pretending to know what story that you're going to talk about, but
you
I don't
probably
remember.
won't be able to pretend till the end. But yeah, this. So basically, this is I'll introduce the summary of the story, okay, to see if something comes back in you. So this is a story about a temple priest, an old priest, and a little monk called Chinnen. The priest felt sick one day, and he calls for a doctor. And the doctor asks him, "Do you have Tenshiki?" Now that's the title of the story. Do you have Tenshiki? Now, Tenshiki is a very difficult word that we don't use in daily life, right? But in Rakugo, it's a word that you should know maybe. And so the priest says like, "Oh, what? Did you say Tenshiki?" "Yes, do you have Tenshiki?" And he's like, "Oh, Tenshiki. And he tried to cover it, you know, that he doesn't know. And he goes, "Well, I don't have Tenshiki." The doctor says, "Oh, you don't have Tenshiki. Well, that's a big problem. But I'll prepare your medicine, so please have someone come pick it up at my place, okay? So see you, bye-bye." And the doctor goes. The priest starts to get worried. Tenshiki. I don't know what Tenshiki means, but it seems to concern my body. I should find out what it is, but I can't ask the doctor now. I've already answered him. I don't have Tenshiki. Maybe I should use Chinnen. Yes, I should do that. And he goes, "Chinnen, come here, Chinnen." "Yes, master, did you call me?" "Okay, Chinnen, do you know where that Tenshiki is?" "What? Do you know where that Tenshiki is?" "Tenshiki? What is a Tenshiki?" "Do not answer my question with a question, Chinnen. I've taught you. Do you know where Tenshiki is?" "I don't know what a Tenshiki is." "I've taught you before. You forgot it." "I'm sorry, I guess I forgot it." "If you have forgotten it, then you have to find out for yourself, okay? Go to the flower shop across the street and ask them if they have a Tenshiki." And he goes and he asks. And the flower shop man doesn't know what Tenshiki is as well, but he's an adult and Chinnen is a little kid, so he tries to cover it. And he goes, "Tenshiki. Ah, yes, I just remembered. We had two Tenshikis. Yes, but one of them looked very beautiful, so we gave it to our friend as a present to decorate the room. Okay, as a present. And what about the other one? Well, the other one looked really tasty, so we put it in miso soup this morning and ate it. In miso soup this morning and ate it. Yes, so we have none now. I'm sorry. Jinne goes back, tells the priest about that, and the priest's like, okay, well, this is something that you can give as a present to decorate the room, and something you can put in miso soup and eat. I have no idea. And he's like, okay, go to the doctor's place to pick up the medicine. And when you see the doctor, ask him that question, okay? You were around when he was checking my body, and you heard the word Tenshiki, but you didn't understand what it meant. And you would like to know what it means. And ask this question so that it is coming right out of you. Okay, but you know what Tenshiki means. Please tell me, because it would be embarrassing to ask the doctor. Now that's the whole point. If you ask me, you will forget it right away. If you ask somebody else, you'll feel embarrassed and you'll never forget it again. Now, anyway, go. And he goes to the doctor's place and he asks the question. And the doctor was like, wow, that's a good question. It's always good to ask something that you don't know. But it's not really important. But Tenshiki is basically gas. It's like gas. Yeah, it's air. It's like fart. What do you mean fart? You mean the thing that comes out of your butt? Yeah, comes out of your butt. If it comes out of your mouth, it would be quite painful. I mean, that smelly thing? Oh, it usually has a strong smell. The silent ones are the most dangerous. Like that yellow thing, I don't know about the color. But Tenshiki is fart or gas. Jinna's like, don't fool around with me. Don't pick on me. Tell me the truth. It's the truth. So the doctor says, you see, when I checked your master's body, his stomach seemed a bit tight. So I thought maybe he has some gas in his bowels. But it would be rude to ask him, do you fart? So I said, do you have Tenshiki? Such a wise man should surely know what a Tenshiki is. And Jinna's like, wow, I see. But I've been running around trying to borrow fart. And then he goes out. And he realizes, wait a minute, that flower shop man doesn't know what Tenshiki means. Wait a minute, my master doesn't know what Tenshiki means as well. He was trying to use me to find it out. That's not fair. Okay, I should do a revenge. Okay, I should check if he really knows or not. How should I do it? Oh, let's tell him something else. When he asks, do you, what is Tenshiki? I'll just say sake. My master likes to drink sake. Okay, so I'll say sake. And if he says that's right, then he doesn't know. All right, this is exciting. And he tells the priest, it's sake. And the priest's like, oh, sake. I see, sake. Wait, the doctor was touching my stomach when he said, do you have Tenshiki? Oh, so he meant, do you have sake in here? He meant, did I have too much sake? Oh, that must be it. Okay, we'll never ever forget this again. And he scolds the kid. And then the next day, the doctor comes and they're talking, thank you very much for the medicine. And the doctor's like, okay, please keep taking the medicine, you'll be fine. And the priest goes, well, yesterday I told you something wrong. I said that I don't have Tenshiki, but when I thought about it, I did have some cheap Tenshiki. Cheap Tenshiki? What do you mean cheap Tenshiki? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's any expensive Tenshiki. And the priest says, well, today I have some Tenshiki that I would like to share with you. And the doctor is like, no, you don't share those things. No, I'd like to share with you. Okay, be my guest. All right, and he goes, Chin, and bring that bottle of Tenshiki. And he brings the bottle of Tenshiki. And the doctor's like, this? Yes, yes, please. It's freshly squeezed. No. I would not rather. Please, taste this Tenshiki. Doctor, reluctantly looks at this bottle. It's a nice bottle of sake. So he goes, wow, it's a nice bottle of sake. Priest like, it's a nice bottle of Tenshiki. A nice bottle of Tenshiki. That's strange. In the world of medicine, Tenshiki means fart or gas. But it seems to mean sake in the temple. Is that so? What? Fart? Gas? Chinne, you lied to me. Why did you do this to me? Well, I thought I'd embarrass you a little bit so that you would never forget it again. That's a nice, punchline. And the thing is, when I translated this story into English, I changed some parts, and the punchline was the big part that I needed to work on, because in the Japanese version, it's like the priest says, "Chinnen." To the doctor, I think. The doctor asks, so it seems to mean sake. Is that so? In the Japanese version, it's like a cup to drink sake. So sakazuki. And I changed that part to sake because sake is like a universal word, right? People can know. So, but sakazuki. And why is that so? Why is it different? And no. And then the priest, the punchline, he says, no, it's not different. If you drink sake, and if you basically fart, both times you have boo boo is the punchline. どちらもブーブーが出ます is the punchline.
Okay, because in Japanese the
Boo boo is
sound
like
for
complaint.
farting is yeah.
Yeah. So if you drink too much, people will complain to you.
I didn't know that was
You
the
didn't know
Japanese
that?
version. No, I've
Yeah.
only heard the English version.
There's maybe like three
couple
types.
endings? Oh, okay.
Couple of popular punchlines. So one is the boo boo version, right? And then boo boo is the sound of fart. And another version is the priest scolding Chinnen. Why did you do that? What do you think of this? And Chinnen says, heto mo omoimasen.
That's very Japanese.
Very
that
Japanese.
would be hard to
It's
translate.
a pun, completely fun. Heto mo omoanai. So if you directly translate it, it would be like, I don't even think it's a fart. It's not even a fart, right? And it's like I don't give a shit about.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah,
So it's close.
It's close, but it's kind of it won't directly be understood. Yeah, but I like the English version because it's like a good way to get revenge. It's like exactly the way what the master or like the priest told the kid.
Yeah.
You won't forget it if you go through the trouble.
So I had to go through several different versions. I had to avoid the pun version, right?
Yeah.
So first one was closer to the original.
Okay.
And so the doctor asking the priest, well, in the world of medicine, Tenshiki means fart or gas. But in the world of temple, it seems to mean sake. How is that? And the priest says, well, both ways. Your face will be flushed. Or like your face will turn red. Was the first one that I tried.
Okay.
So you'd be embarrassed when you fart. And
it kind of takes a little bit of time to process that.
Yeah. And you get when you drink, you get red. Red. So it was a bit slow.
The one you did now is like perfect. Is that the one you introduced in the podcast too? Like
I think so. Yes,
okay.
I ended up there.
Oh, okay.
So I've been staying there.
I see. Yeah, because that's like the good one. I remembered when you mentioned Tenshiki what it was about, but I forgot the details. But this is a perfect season because right now it's the sweet potato season.
Oh yeah.
And like my family was just going through the Tenshiki phase. Lots of Tenshiki.
Those sweet potatoes, they're dangerous.
So it's perfect story for the fall. When do you usually do this story?
Oh, all
There's
year
no,
round.
It's
Yeah.
all, no seasonal.
Uh-huh.
Like,
But kids like it, so
Yeah,
you know I
definitely.
perform it when there's a kid.
I think that was also when I took my kids to one of your shows. That
I
was
think
one of
so,
the ones
maybe.
you did. Yeah.
Yeah. There were a couple of other kids as well, and they were like
All
going,
laughing
wow,
and stuff.
wow,
Yeah. Because you're talking about fart. You know, it's all like yeah. I really
Yeah.
like this one. Good suggestion from the comments.
That's true. Yeah. We welcome suggestions and requests as long as I can perform the stories. Then I'll introduce them. Maybe even if I don't perform those stories, it'll be a good chance because I've introduced some stories to you here, and then thought about really, translating them into performance level kind of stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even if there's like Japanese one that they might know that you haven't done, that would be good for them to give us suggestions.
So that was Tenshiki, and it's probably like the fourth time that you've heard the story.
But I always forget it. But then when you
That's a
remember
good thing,
it,
though. Yeah.
I always forget it. But then I know the ending, so I know that what he's talking about. So it's like you can listen to the story in a different angle. So it's always interesting.
And you're always very fresh, right?
Yeah.
So that's a very good thing. Yeah. I mean, if you know it too much, then you're like, okay, I know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
next.
exactly.
Exactly. This is going to happen. This is going to happen.
And it's like, oh, you missed that part. And I'm going to be like,
Yeah, that happens a lot in Rakugo because the audience knows a lot about, classical Rakugo stories. And sometimes I leave out some parts.
on purpose, but do they come to you?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, oh, you
sometimes
forgot that
on
part.
purpose because I have to cut short the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes just
You just forget it.
yeah, just by mistake. And then if it's by mistake, I would realize along the story, and then I would come back to that part and do it.
Okay.
Because I would have to put that into the story for the later part of the story,
To connect.
Yeah. So sometimes that works. Sometimes it's too late.
Yeah.
When it's too late, I say, I'm sorry, and I go off the stage.
I see.
Yeah. So next
month
month
would
it's
be Christmassy?
Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Last month of the year.
But Christmas is coming earlier and earlier every year.
Or you're just getting
because like when the month turns into November, you go to places like Starbucks and they have the Christmas cup. And like, okay, you're gonna go for 2 months to Christmas.
But you know what? I actually went to Caldi on Halloween on the day, and they were already putting out Christmas stuff.
On the day.
I was like, oh my God, that's too early. But then I remembered.
Stick to pumpkins for that day.
Yeah, but then I remembered I always end up forgetting to buy like the advent calendar and all the Christmas stuff. So I actually bought.
You bought it.
Christmas
Okay.
stuff when it was back in still October.
I see.
But yeah, it goes faster and faster. So
So we've still got some time till
yes,
Christmas.
yes.
You don't prepare for an event that in advance for other events, right?
No, just Christmas.
Yeah, just Christmas. I mean, you don't prepare for, and then you've only got 6 days till New Year. The traditional pine tree and bamboo and the New Year thing. Only 6 days.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you gotta respect more Japanese tradition. So yeah, I'm gonna slide into New Year mode.
Okay.
After December.
After December,
Yeah.
okay. So should we have that forget
yeah.
about Christmas and then just do the New Year mode from the beginning
pine
of
tree,
yes.
mochi and orange and stuff.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay. So see you again
December?
next month.
Okay.
Yes, and see you again. Bye bye. Bye bye.